Welcome to round 3 of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club's GT4 International Championship race number 1 of 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on the board, and it is lights out. We go racing here. A great start there from the McLaren of Mike Van Dorn, side by side with Jaden Harrison as they head into 1 now. Cody Lawrence is in 3rd. Oh, as Andy Reid's gonna go for a spin. The only driver looks like he's caught off guard there. Cody Lawrence up into 3rd position, Jaden Harrison in 2nd. As they file in. Very tight around here. Danny Nasir.
Come on, you guys are doing stupid things, man.
Martin Webster off the track. But it is Van Dorn who leads this race. Danny Nasir getting caught out early on in the race, but it's game on. And Jaden Harrison already looking on. He's going to see if he can get the early lead now. As we head into the sharp left-hander for the drivers as they come down the hill. There you can see a gap is already being formed. As from 1st to 9th, they are all sticking with each other. But lap 1 done and dusted. 3 cars have found themselves on the unlucky end of the stick. Where are they? That is Andy Rees, Martin Webster, and Danny Nasir, who sounded the most unhappy. And Andrew Run is going to find himself there. Hold the brakes there, sir. He flick spins it back onto the track. Very scary there. But he looks good. There you see all the drivers now coming around. Looking very well. And there we see Oliver getting hustled now by the Mercedes of Justin Nasir and Cody Lawrence.
I'm still not even going to be able to get by you.
Oh, trouble here. Oh, it's huge trouble. It's almost a pileup. Justin Nasir and Oliver Blutch there together.
Yeah, you're good. I'm not even going to try to pass you, mate. You're
Both
quicker.
drivers
I'm not going to push you, though.
Coming together.
Send you sideways.
Trying to get going. It's so much drama here. Meanwhile, that's how tight
Fuck the hell what
the first sector is there, and they're still trying to get going. They do get going, but it's so unfortunate. Contact being made between them. Sandown. This is a hellish track the drivers are going through here today. My goodness, I don't know if Justin Nasir maybe caused a bit of contact there. On the rear. Marlon Young able to avoid their side by side as Van Dorn sets the fastest lap of the race, and Klaus just gonna be able to hold on. No, he runs off the track. Here comes Webster, the guy, and he's now in the Toyota Supra. He's gonna get the overtake done. He is now in the points. Oliver, more trouble for him. He gets going. Remember, 2 races, big chance for points. Even if you're in last, put it on the bright side. It's only 5 positions to get some points on the board.
I wouldn't take those curbs, Jaden, if you're there, because it's not worth it. I tried it. It doesn't work for me, at least.
Cody Lawrence helping out side by side here. Andy Rees against Ryan here in the McLaren. Ryan's teammate Andrew Rubin. Ryan not having the best race out here, but his teammate is priming the points. But the Mercedes just has enough legs to keep up ahead as they go down the back straight. There they go. Oliver into the pits. He might be calling it quits for race 1 and looking to get into race 2. Oh, it's Ryan there. Oh, it's contact. Here, watch the aggression there, Ryan. Watch the aggression.
That was a nice attack.
Ryan sending a dive bomb. Unfortunately, he has taken himself out, but if it took out Andy Rees, that would have been a hefty penalty. Let's get back up to the front pack now. Van Dorn has now opened up the gap to 2.6 seconds. As he clips the wall there. That's not what you need.
Well, maybe those curbs do work, hell.
Cody Lawrence having a little bit of a laugh, trying to figure out what is the prime spot. Now, something interesting we do have access to, which is brand new. We are going to bring out right now, if I can get to it. So it is the damage board. So what's really interesting is Van Dorn trouble. Oh, your race leaders! Run off the edge! Run off the road!
Jerry coming, and then I think he have a gap.
Yeah, my bad.
Trouble for the race leader! Mike Van Dorn has run off the race course and has gone from first to fourth!
I forgot I put a pin in your voodoo doll this morning, Mike. Sorry.
Cody Lawrence having the bench of his life, but it is huge drama. Van Dorn has taken...
The curb blocked my brake.
As I expected, he's
Yeah,
taken himself out because of the curbs. Taking too much. And
Oh my
Jaden
God.
Harrison
I think I
is...
just put a pin in my own voodoo doll.
Oh, and Cody
Down the
Lawrence
grass.
runs a little bit deep. And Jerry Cook now overtakes him. They're side by side. Jerry's gonna go through. Mercedes 1-2.
No, I didn't get on the grass. How the hell did I do that?
I try to keep a bit of the chatter to the minimum there.
Sorry.
Okay. Sean Lee, trouble with Mads. Looks like actually it might have been two separate incidents there. Matt's getting back onto the track. This is easily the most chaotic round we've had in the championship. Remember, however, last week, Portland International Raceway, Jerry Cook against Cody Lawrence. Round it up, baby. It's round 2 of these guys now fighting against each other with a feisty Van Dorn realizing he's just thrown away his race lead. And now Jaden Harrison leads the championship. Crucially, he is your double race winner in round 1. This is some important points, especially if Cody Lawrence finishes a little bit below down the order. Here comes the Toyota Supra now as he charges down the front straight. Slipstreaming, but you remember, that's the weight. 60 kilograms and 20% restrictor against 27 kilograms and 9% restrictor. That's Van Dorn. Oh, he's pushing so hard. Almost running off the track. But before he was interrupted by the incidents, oh, hold on, you know what? I shouldn't talk about the damage meter because Jerry Cook sliding there on the track over the curb, and he's gonna lose not 1 but 2 positions, going from 2nd place to 4th place. And the top drivers really now fighting it on. Some of your big championship contenders. Down the back straight they go, into the curbs. As they go down the hill, this is where Van Dorn got it wrong. That you want to head onto the brakes, hold on for dear life as the car slows down to a crawling speed as they get into the left-hander. As they head through the chicane now, the final complex of the track. And this is your battle for 2nd position. Now, before we get interrupted once more, the damage board on the right-hand side of your screen will depict the damage on these drivers' car, on the drivers' vehicles as they're continuing to race on. So if we look at, for example, I believe it is Van Dorn. Yes, it's a yellow front end as he is pushing that car. You can see how much he's pushing. All 3 drivers go off the track. Van Dorn, a very interesting and optimistic spot to get the move done. They're side by side into the sharp left-hander, and Van Dorn is gonna take 2nd position. Oh my goodness, what a move from the Dutchman.
Well.
Indeed it did there, Van Dorn. Wow, what a move. But fight's not over yet. As they continue to get onto the back straight, Jerry Cook now gonna relegate Cody Lawrence down to 4th position. Jaden Harrison continues to lead off by 7 seconds. Oh, Jerry now, a bit too much curb there. Now hard on the brakes for the left-hander. Chaos continues to ensue around here as this race continues. What a fight this has been so far, but it is Jaden Harrison looking to get a 3rd race win in this championship. Van Dorn getting up into 2nd position, trying to claw back. Can he claw back the lead? He never...
Come on, Justin.
Uh-oh, trouble. What has happened?
Yeah, it is 100% your fault. You just put me up through it the bus.
Danny Nasir not happy. He's not having a good race out here. Justin Nasir having a front end completely damaged. Coming into contact, and he's gonna come into the pits. Remember, mandatory pit stops for all these drivers, and Justin Nasir is gonna be the first one to take it to the pits. Gonna get some fresh repairs and come back out stronger. Meanwhile, Ruben Orion
Guys, hard to handle, boy.
has had the most yellow flags out on the track. He's caused so many yellows. trying to keep this one alive. Meanwhile, as we were watching the fight for second position, Marlon Young has had to hold on to Sean Lee, just like last round. X-Play had to desperately hold on to the feisty Sean Lee, and Sean was able to overtake Martin Webster here at Portland Race 2. We unfortunately did not get to see the full action of as we were watching the fight for the lead, but this time, Marlon Young against Sean Lee. And Andy Reese, who had a not even a coming together, he lost out, sliding the car out of turn 1 and losing it. Now into the pits, so he has some work to claw back up. Meanwhile, check this out, Justin Nasir now finding himself split between the championship fight. This is going to be very helpful for the likes of Van Dorn and Harrison. Meanwhile, more drivers coming into the pits as Danny Nasir now coming in, and Andy Reese now coming out. So he comes out in 10th position. And as it stands now, it is Jaden Harrison still with that 7-second lead. It's actually gone down about 3/10. But this track, anything can happen around here. So Justin Nasir holding himself up. If he can keep the pace going, he does not have to let way of Cody Lawrence. But these drivers do have to come in for their pit stops eventually. Justin Nasir and Andrew Ruben-Orion are going to be fighting for position, as Ruben-Orion might be realizing that now as they head into 1. And actually, Andrew probably may not even notice that one of the drivers he just let through was for position. Oh, and I think he's just held up a bit there of Cody Lawrence and Jerry Cook. But remember, it's such a tight track. There's not really many places to go. Justin Nasir now catching up to Danny Nasir. Both of them pitted earlier. End of this straight just a couple laps ago. Contact was made between them. This is your fight for P12.
Thank you.
Mads into the pits. They're very close with each other. Just gonna check some audio cues onto the stream. Couple laps ago, contact was made between. All right, that is good. And Justin Nasir has been able to make the move on his uncle there. As they head into the braking zone, very, very slow they have to go. Cody Lawrence, Jerry Cook gonna try to get through. And I think they both just about have. Yes, they did. So now race is on as they continue between them. So great action as this race continues, and the crowd is absolutely loving it. As Marlon Young now enters the pits from that top 5 position, that, remember, P5 is going to be pole position for race number 2. Sean Lee is going to be fighting against that. Remember, he had pole position for the second race back last week out. He has a lot of damage though, so he might be coming in to take a lot of repairs to fix the front end of that car. Meanwhile, a lot more drivers making pit lane busy. That's going to include Webster and Klaus. Meanwhile, these are your top drivers. Your leader still yet to pit. That could change now. He could be coming in. We're going to find out here. And no, he is not, so he's going to continue to stay out. Van Dorn, who has been able to spread his wings easily with a chance for a pit stop, does not go in just yet. Cody Lawrence, 3rd position. Anybody going to afford the undercut? Does not look like it, so they're going to continue racing on without making their pit stops just yet. Meanwhile, here comes Klaus Klint out of pit exit, now going to stay in the corner. Jerry is going to blast off, as well as Cody Lawrence just ahead of him, and Danny Nasir is going to find himself a couple seconds behind him, 2 seconds to be specific. And now Sean Lee is going to come in. Here's a race we can finally watch here out of pit road. It's going to be Sean Lee against this man, Marlon Young. Your battle for P5, and who's going to take provisional pole for race number 2. Marlon Young has actually found himself damage, so I don't know if maybe he did repair his car or he found some new damage. Meanwhile, Sean Lee still into the pits. Marlon Young. That's also that Toyota Supra. And Sean Lee now starting to exit pits. It's going to be a race now. Out of pit road, Sean Lee, as he now comes out, does not look like it's going to be a hard fight for Marlon Young to take on, as not just Young goes through, but Krogsgaard does. And Lee relegated down to 8th position. But I don't believe Mads did come in for a pit stop just yet. So far, your drivers in pits. Actually, before we get into that house, however, Van Dorn from P2 comes in for his stop. As well as Ryan, he's in the pits as well. But a very crucial pit stop now for the Dutchman. Fix that last bit of damage on the car, refuel, and change the tires. Mandatory, of course, to change tire compounds as we continue racing on here. Hey, if you guys watching the stream, thank you so much for tuning into Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club this week out. Next week, we head to Germany for the Nurburgring. Round 4. Don't miss it. The German Grand Prix. Meanwhile, we still have one more race left to go directly after this one. Meanwhile, Klaus and Danny Nasir battling on now. Danny trying to look for a move onto the inside on the back straight. Battle for P11. Almost side by side. Danny having to back out. Oh, it looks like Klaus has gone a little bit deep, so gives a little bit of a chance for Danny to fight back. No, meanwhile, just in trouble. He's in the gravel. He gets back going. Remember, he is fighting in the points.
Watch it, Andrew. Watch it, Andrew.
Meanwhile, your race leader and Cody Lawrence. I think Danny Nasir got mistaken there for Andrew Ryan and I believe Justin Nasir. Meanwhile, your two big championship players in the pits now. Jaden Harrison, your race leader, and Cody Lawrence, your championship leader. Where is Van Dorn? There you see him. Going through the chicane complex as Jaden Harrison's going to come out very safe in front. It's Cody Lawrence we're going to be looking at. And here comes Van Dorn, who's put in a stonker lap here. And he is comfortably ahead. Pit limiter off for the American championship leader. He's out on track. So, now this is getting a little bit more interesting now. Jerry Cook leads this race by 22 seconds. However, he still needs to make a pit stop. Hopping over the curbs, rights and lefts, onto the brakes very well. So far, doing a great job, Jerry Cook. He's just taking opportunity after opportunity he can gain. So he's going to continue his journey as now, as suspected, he's going to take it into the pits for his one and only mandatory pit stop. Jaden Harrison is going to inherit back the race lead. Van Dorn should be gaining second position once more, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Jerry Cook is on, he's on the early end of the pit lane, so there goes Van Dorn. Now back into second position. Jerry is gonna now head off the pit limiter, and with top speed, there you see Cody Lawrence's Justin Nasir in the wall. Oh, he's taking it into the pits. He's found too much damage. Justin Nasir in the pits. Danny Nasir back out. I also wanted to mention, did not catch it when he did come out, but Oliver did teleport to the pits. Now he's back out. But one thing's for sure, I mean, if you want to put the spotlight on anybody on here, I've never seen Justin had such a race like this. Granted, with the weight and coming into the middle of a championship and a track like Sandown, you can't expect to come in here and be perfect all the time. But it is a bit unfortunate to see Justin Nasir in the pits in the first race. Remember, fun fact, of course, Justin Nasir is the most winningest driver in CMRSC. The stats don't lie. He has won the most races. He is the most dominant driver. He is one of the most, I think he has the most championships in the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. I gotta double check on that. So he is no stranger to the top step. He is teammates with some of the fastest drivers around the world. And he is no stranger to the top step. So meanwhile, as this race can...
Go straight, Mike.
So, Daniel is here communicating with Van Dorn there. 48K TJ, charge up your battery. You got 5 minutes until this race completes, and then we're going to get into race 2. Jaden Harrison, the best driver. Love the support as he is now lapping P11 of Ruben Ryan. Remember, the top 5 gets flipped for race 2. So, Harrison, if it stays like this, will be starting in first. Van Dorn will be Harrison will be starting in 5th. Van Dorn will be starting in 4th. Jerry Cook will stay in 3rd place. That's really the only spot on the grid where it will stay the same. If you finish 3rd position, you're going to start 3rd position. Cody Lawrence finishing in 4th position will start 2nd. And Andy Rees is going to be your pole man. All these drivers very quick, very confident as well. But as we head into the final stages of this race, we're seeing a battle here now as Matt's going up against Young. A little bit of curb there for the Toyota Supra. And here comes the BMW. Fresh new painted livery on that one as well, might I add. They go side by side on the front straight now. Big opportunity for turn 1. You can push the car on the outside as wide as possible. Marlon Young gonna hold on, but is it too much speed? It is too much speed. He's gonna lose the position, unfortunately, as his teammate finds trouble. It's just on the final corner. He's on his lone self right here. Take a look at the map. Everybody's on the back straight. You would think the race just started. Do we have more closer drivers on track? We do. For the moment there, it looks like Mads and Marlon still the 2 closest drivers together. Remember, folks, we have 1 more race left in today's event. Race 2. More 25 minutes of racing. Usually our more entertaining race out the 2, but cannot believe how much support we've had on the paddock and at home. Support wherever you are. 600 subscribers we have on the YouTube channel and counting. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already, of course, hit that subscribe button. We are on course for 650 subscribers, continuing to be the fastest growing sim platform in the Caribbean. Continuing racing on now. There we see battle for P11 about to get underway to McLaren warfare between Andrew Ruben Ryan and Danny Nasir. So we're going to see how this one plays out between the 2. And Ruben Ryan defending a bit there. Danny Nasir does not want to force the issue. And Marlon Young, trouble. Oh, no. That's not good for him. Oh, and he's in the middle of the road trying to get out the way. Can't even fault him. Where does he even go? He gets going in P8, but that is not good. And another belch. Very frustrated. Now, turn your attention up here. Previous lap time for Jaden Harrison, 1:13.988. Previous lap time for Van Dorn, 1:13.839. Remember, before the pit stops and once Mike was able to get away from Jerry and Lawrence, the gap was 7 seconds. The gap is now 4 seconds. But with a minute and 40 left to go. As lap traffic now ensuing here. Minute 25 to go. 3.8 seconds. If Jaden does make a mistake, Van Dorn will be the only driver to be able to capitalize on it. Meanwhile, Jerry Cook and Cody Lawrence have been battling all race long. Last race, it determined the race win. This time, it determined the podium. Jerry with a lot of curb. Using it there. Cody Lawrence sees that he has to now overtake Ruben Ryan. Ruben Ryan will get out the way, but now it's Lawrence's time to make sure he does not lose track of his fight for the podium. They see him sliding momentarily onto the grass and back on the track. He does not have to worry if he does lose too much time because Andy Rees is 6 seconds behind him. Meanwhile, the gap is shortening, folks. 3.5 seconds between Van Dorn and Jaden Harrison. And they can both see each other now. 22 seconds are on the 2 laps to go marker here. 2 laps, 3 seconds. Can you get it done? It's a very tall ask, especially this late in the race. Meanwhile, this one is an easier ask than others. Klaus has to let go of both Jerry and Cody. He's gonna do that very swell. But these two are gonna have a hard-fought battle to the very end, and I think we're gonna stick with them till the very end. Now here. So Cody Lawrence follows through into the sharp left-hander. Jerry runs deep. Jerry's gonna run very deep. It's now side by side. If Cody Lawrence can hold on for dear life here, he will be able to have the inside line for the final corner. Jerry, side by side. He's actually gonna push his car ahead of him. And he's gonna stay in 3rd position. And what a fight this is coming down to the wire here. Meanwhile, 3.3 seconds for the leaders. And meanwhile, oh, and Jerry, what's happened to him? He's let go of Cody Lawrence. He's lifting. Jerry Cook is running out of fuel. Jerry Cook has miscalculated. And he's now rolling. Oh my goodness. Drama here. Jerry Cook now has about 7.5 seconds to Andy Rees. Cody Lawrence able to take the podium now. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison. He may not have taken pole here today, but the Mercedes is gonna shine bright. Jamaica is gonna be proud of Jaden Harrison as he is gonna win race 1 of 2 in the Australian Grand Prix. Van Dorn will finish 2nd position. Cody Lawrence will come across the line now to finish in 3rd position. So crucial for this championship fight. Jerry Cook is just about gonna have enough fuel. Is he? No, he's run out. He's run dry. Andy Rees now coming across the line at the photo finish. No, it is not. Jerry Cook has been relegated. Is he even gonna make it across the line?
Bro.
He just about is. Jerry Cook runs out of fuel. Mads almost got provisional pole. But it's Jaden Harrison who takes the race win.
I was wondering if you were short on gas.
I used about like 1.3 a lap. I was 0.6 when he took the white flag.
Oh,
wow.
No.
Just at the line there. 1 lap too short. Cody Lawrence could have finished 4th here today. This is very huge.
I gotta get more fuel, but I almost run out.
These are championship implications. Even Marlon Young just about getting to the end, but that's your race complete. What a very close and entertaining race there. Congratulations, your top 3. Let's start off with our 3rd place driver here, Cody Lawrence. A bit of a gift there at the end, fighting for the podium and fighting out. Jerry ran out of fuel. Cody, this is very crucial championship points now as you finish 3rd position. How was that race for you?
Just trying to, how do I say, damage limitation, because I didn't have the pace for Jaden or Mike. And yeah, I had the fight with Jerry. I think I put in just a little too little fuel for the first stint, so I'm going to rectify that for the next one. But yeah, with the fuel troubles he was running into, that definitely gave me P3 in the end. I think Jerry would have hung on to that. So, it's a shame for him, but I got to get those points, you know? So, take what I can get. It'll be a tough 2nd race. I was kind of thinking P5 would be the place for me, but right back where I started, essentially. Yeah, we'll hope for the best. That's all I can say.
It's going to be a tall ask for you to try to gain some points, especially seeing that your round 1 race winner early on in the championship taking the points lead is winning this race. So, it's going to be a lot of work from you, but it was a great run nonetheless. Great effort from you. Congratulations on 3rd position. Good luck. You start in 3rd for race 2.
Very much.
In 2nd place, Mike Van Dorn. Van Dorn, you're probably kicking yourself seeing that you just thrown away the race win over a curb, but such a recovery drive, and if this race lasted any longer, you could have been in touch with getting back your race win. You are now second position. You're going to start P4 on the grid. How was that race for you? What are you looking in for to race 2?
I mean, if I feel anything other than very annoyed and frustrated, then I shouldn't be racing. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just a annoying mistake, just slightly getting on the curb on the outside on the brakes, and then it's just nothing you can do. But apart from that, yeah, just pace was probably couldn't have been better. I mean, just consistent 13s. And then sometimes some low 14s, but yeah, I mean, don't think I would have had Jaden even if I had a bit more time, since he was still doing low 14s, high 13s. But yeah, I mean, who knows, maybe.
Well, this is a great recovery for you nonetheless in this championship. Finishing P2 is still very good considering the first 2 rounds have not been the best for you. So good luck on this second race. Could be a big chance with this pace that a race win is still in the books for you. Good luck on him. And in P1, Jaden Harrison, what a drive from you in the Mercedes. You are now another race winner here, taking another W, 3rd race win. How are you feeling? And what are you looking for race 2? Can't hear you there.
Just to not die and keep consistent. Driving not the best right now, driving on 2 hours of sleep, so whatever I get is whatever I'll take.
Well, you start 5th place now. Survival is one thing, but you did see all the drivers around you fall off the order there. Is it going to be keeping clean, letting drivers through, or is it going to be full aggression to get back to the top and go for another sweep?
Stay clear of incidents.
Can't wait to see what you can do here. Congratulations on the race win. Good luck on the second.
Good luck.
All right, so that is your first
guys.
one
Let's
done
try to
there.
have a clean turn 1.
There you see the grid ready to go
Guys,
here.
just be patient. There's a lot of cars that are.
We're going to let them do their thing there. Thank you for tuning into race 1. We will see you for the second event out here today. Thank you for watching.